Previously on, what the hell is it called? StonesThrow. Nah, that's the one. Yes.
After an unsuccessful attempt at becoming best friends with their captured bandit, Troop B-84 crawled through the secret tunnel until they quite literally could crawl no more. They returned to base, reporting Jawripper's death to an empathetic General Reginald Basterfield, 69th of his name. Having completed their first mission, the troop was given the choice: leave the military and go home, or re-enlist and stay on as cadets. Realizing the mysteries of all they'd experienced would never let them lead normal lives, Lacan, Luna, Kadal, and Cassia all decided to stay, using their military status to follow more leads. Their very much deserved long rest was interrupted by none other than a sneaky General Reginald Basterfield, 69th of his name, who took them outside the Order Under to introduce an old friend, Modem, a robot warrior created in a war almost 300 years ago. The two explain that Troop B-84 needs to find Indigo, who, it turns out, is an Unhallowed, a robot warrior's body possessed by a corrupted ghost. Oh good, yeah. We should definitely go find that guy. What could possibly go wrong?
Hello, and welcome to StonesThrow Cities Beneath. I am Anna, that's Rachel, Christina, Bo, and Nate, and we are here to play D&D for and with you as we continue telling our story of this far future Underdark, where laughs and feels abound. Welcome. If you're here for the live stream on Twitch and YouTube, please hang out and chat with us. And if you would like to, you can become a Twitch subscriber or a member on YouTube to have access to our emotes, as well as our member-only channel on Discord. And by the way, we have a Discord, so anyone can join there, chat with us, find out more about the show, chat with people who watch the show. There's also places to put pictures or view pictures of pets and memes and clips of the show and all sorts of great stuff. Also, P.S., we do now have a website. It has our most recent episode and our podcast form episodes. Most of the stuff that if you're already here, you probably already know about and don't need. But if you want to send anyone there because you want to show them the show, that is StonesThrowRPG.com. Yay!
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 Yay! Yay! Let's
Another yay.
play D&D.
All right. So y'all find yourselves still on the outskirts of Raynor with General Basterfield and his robot friend Modem. Has given you some insight on they're from out of town, and they have been on the search for the Unhallowed, the individual, the interesting character that took out Jawripper, and you come to learn that they are ghosts with unfinished business that inhabited the corpses of constructs. And last we left off, he said he needs to tell you about the Cloakers.
We all meaningfully look at Cassia.
The only one of us who rolled any sort of insight history or bio check on cloakers.
Yeah, the only one who could figure out what on earth they were.
She's basically a cloaker super fan, I think, as I understand it.
A specialist, I might say.
That's what I was for Halloween, like every year.
A cloaker specialist?
No, cloaker.
Just a big like stingray onesie.
Just so cute. I could see the whole family in them.
That's what I want to be for Halloween this year.
Okay, done.
All right, well, tell
What
us
is
about
it?
cloakers then.
Everything you know, Christina. I mean, yes.
Oh, me? Wait,
I thought that
I'm
Modem was going to tell us about cloakers.
Oh, or modem.
because all I know is that.
If I remember correctly, all that Cassia knew was cloakers, cloakers.
Yeah. They seem pretty scary.
So, Modem,
Yes.
you have to tell us about whatever cloakers.
General Basterfield interjects. It says, I'm General. I should be the one informing you on this mission that you will be going on. But yes, I will ask that you make contact with the cloakers in order to attain this information. You see, the cloakers are a guild of thieves and mercenaries that operate in the Dregs below Reyna. I believe you're familiar with this area.
Oh yeah, that's where our friend Castard lives.
Yes. Another reason I asked this of you is, well, you seem to have connections and friends in low places.
I mean, it is technically lower than here.
Yes, only physically, of course. As far as proximity to other places, it is in fact lower.
Yes, not in a socioeconomic sense, I would hope, sir.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, if we're being honest, it is, and it is quite an unfair situation, in my opinion.
What's socioeconomic?
Lacan, resist the urge to pat you on the head and say, don't worry about it, kitten.
Oh my God.
Well, you see, after decades of systemic oppression, there were... So I believe that
All right,
is
look, this is
irrelevant
our
at the
break from
moment.
the real world. Let's get D&D back on track here, please.
Oh, boy.
Hang on. So you're telling, wait, the cloakers, the people who are putting our cadets in the infirmary are the ones that we're supposed to now get in contact with?
I was not aware that it was them that had put them in the infirmary.
I think that, Kadal, you're talking about the cloakers, and General Basterfield, you're talking about people who know about cloakers?
The Guild of Thieves and Mercenaries that I need you to come in contact with go under the alias of the Cloakers.
So,
They've named themselves after monsters, you see.
They got me.
I must. What a hilarious misunderstanding. Sorry, sir. Carry on.
I was ready to go undercover, honestly, because I have been studying the sounds that cloakers make. And I think that I could fit in a sound like this. That's scarier. Working on
Well,
it.
that sounds just like a cloaker, I think.
Considering they are beings of stealth, I'm not sure how well you would fit in.
I said I was working on it.
Fair.
Thanks.
My mistake.
So where do we find these cloakers?
Well, that's just the thing. Aside from knowing they operate in the Dregs, I have no idea. See, they work in secret, and the Order Under has very little intel on them. Most soldiers sent on reconnaissance can't even access the Dregs. Others, who've gone down there, sometimes don't come back.
Well, that's good because we can go talk to Castard, and Castard knows a lot of people, and I bet she knows where they are.
This is amazing. How fantastic. I've asked the right people. I told you this would work out. Of course he did, sir.
And K-Straight is going to want to know why she should help us. I'm just going to say that right now. So what would the answer that you recommend we give be, General Basterfield?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know this individual.
Well, what we're trying to accomplish is just making it so less people get hurt, right?
Yes.
That seems like a good reason to help.
And in addition to that, the Cloakers are most likely your best bet in order to make contact with the Unhallowed.
And how will we identify the Cloakers when we find them?
Ah, a fantastic question.
Does he get points?
Yes. 7 points.
Oh, nice, for a good question.
Yes, an excellent question.
I hope I can think of a good question and get some points.
I think a sufficient reward to an excellent question would be an answer, General.
Indeed it would. An excellent point to follow an excellent question.
Spittin'.
Were you expecting an answer?
I regret to inform you that I was, General.
Ah, well, I've none. You see, there have been very few confirmed sightings of the guild in public. Anyone who's ever been suspected of being part of the cloakers either, well, they disappear. Only a handful of times they've even been taken into custody, and they either escape or mysteriously die.
How are the cloakers then connected to this construct you want us to find? What do you know about them that you would send us in their direction?
Ah, yes. Well, the commonality between the Unhallowed and the Cloakers is that they are both powerful, terrifying, and we know so little about them that the vibes just kind of align.
I would argue that, Lacan, you share a lot of those qualities as well.
What are you saying?
Cadet Cadol! This is an outrageous accusation.
No, I mean, you're just...
Lacan, how will you respond? Do you confirm or deny that you are a cloaker?
No, what I mean is that, Lacan, you are such a strong, powerful, mysterious person, like the cloakers, and...
the Unhallowed.
Oh, yes, thank you, sir.
Yes,
the
you were about there.
I was almost there, yes.
Lacan doesn't look anything like an Unhallowed.
But the quality of powerful and mysterious, because I feel like I'm digging myself in a hole now from a compliment that I should see myself out.
Well, you know what the biggest difference is? Is that Lacan is on our team.
Yeah. Kadal's like flickering a little bit out of anxiety.
Lacan's just gonna pat you on the shoulder so you can slow down. Like, it's okay.
Thank you. Kadal steps back behind the ladies and just...
It's like, I knew what you meant.
Oh. Okay, well, should we go now?
I would recommend, well, have you rested?
Yeah, yes. I mean, sir, you woke us up.
I hit the button.
Yes.
Full scope, I hit the long rest button. So.
Yes, that is correct. He looks up, is like, yes, it is the wee hours of the morning. Sorry, I lost track of time.
It happens.
I'll take that long rest out of my cold hands.
Oh, before we go, General Basterfield, surely the military has stores of items that people would need on a quest like this, like potions or weapons or magic items, or maps or anything. So surely you have some of those to give us.
Yeah.
I suppose if you have time for a shop, that would aid the mission.
We could,
but not with our own money though, because the shop in the military clearly takes points.
Points.
The interesting thing about this mission is this one technically is not directly associated with the Order Under. But
so you don't want us to get anything from the military? You want us to go to a store?
He reaches his big paw in his pocket, says, what, let me see what I have here. Moto, what do you have?
Kadal and Luna both.
Money, please. Money, please.
They reach in their pocket and they're just kind of like, scooting coins around. It's like, okay, sir, I haven't used money in decades. Right, of course. Here you are. Hands you 3 silver.
That's not gonna buy potions.
I don't actually know what quantity of money this counts for or how much this would buy.
For reference, it's 10 silver to the gold, and a potion of healing on the low end is 50 gold.
50 gold.
It's a joke.
What about a recipe?
Oh,
Someone's been playing cozy games.
What an accusation.
Let me see something. Maybe.
Certainly the military just has stores of these. I mean, even if we're off the books, couldn't you help us get some?
yeah, couldn't those weapons go off the books?
I suppose I could do some snooping around, but that will take some time. So perhaps not immediately on this mission down into the dregs, but upon your return, I will hopefully have some additional supplies.
That sounds great, sir.
I take the 3 silver.
Do we all get 3 silver or just Luna?
It's just Luna. It's 3 silver, so however you want to divvy it up.
Yeah, hold on to that for us, Luna. Our treasurer. Luna the treasurer.
I have the egg. I have the money. All set.
And another question, General.
Yes, it is I, the general.
We're not going to be operating under military guidance for this next mission. How will you be explaining our absence from military duties?
Don't even worry about that. I will handle the back end logistics. And we'll say that you are on well, as I say it out loud, it wouldn't be a lie, a personal assignment. This is a slight abuse of power, but I'm fine with it.
Excuse me, while you're abusing power, can you tell us what happened to our friend Pluck?
Ah, yes, he's been reassigned.
Well, yes, but what does that mean?
It means he's part of a different troop,
Why?
because he's no longer part of yours.
Why?
Well, you see, down the road of life, there are twists, turns, and forks at every knife. Sometimes some people go left, others go right. Pluck has gone to a different troop. So you see, it all comes back around.
So basically everything in life is arbitrary and we can't count on anything?
Now you're getting it.
Okay.
Can you give Pluck a message from us?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hi.
Do you have... Oh, sorry. Go on.
Unless you guys have something better to say, I just want to know. Maybe what's up?
I feel like Lacan probably has something to say to Pluck.
Lacan, do you have anything to say?
If you wouldn't mind, could you ask him? So. No, it was from me. If you could pass on his answer.
He's such a good broody boy. I love it so much.
Oh, that
Can do.
Sir, because Marla was the head of our troop.
Yes.
What do we do about him? Should we be concerned about telling him?
Above board, where the fuck is that storyline at?
So,
We're meant to
haven't
be
seen
researching him when we came back from
right. Okay,
He
that's what I
wasn't
thought.
at his
Okay.
office.
Mhm.
He didn't visit
Cool.
us or even act like he cared that we were back.
the
He didn't
most
even care that we had to go on our mission.
Toriyama and launch.
Yeah.
Who
Just
the
like, oh yeah. Oh. Oh, good DM, good DM.
The best.
Says, right, Lieutenant Marlowe. At the moment, he has been rather suspicious,
Oh.
but he is being monitored for being suspicious.
Oh. That's wild. I actually didn't notice.
Be sure to keep an eye on the vents.
Well, Cadet Cadal, perhaps you should be a bit more perceptive, like I.
Ah,
General Reginald Basterfield, 69th of my name.
right. Yes, sir. Duly noted, sir.
Yes, this is something that I was going to say for a later time, but it may be worth noting that your troop leader, Lieutenant Marlowe, well, we have reason to believe that he may not be all that he seems.
Really?
Yes, shocking, I know. But we are, in fact, suspicious that he may have ulterior motives to serving the Order under. Which is absolutely just unprecedented, unbelievable.
Yes.
Who would do such a thing?
It's an outrage, sir.
Kadal, why are you acting so surprised? You already knew that. You already told us that.
Cadet Cadal, is this true?
Kadal just pushes Luna's face back. I don't recall. You know, there's been a lot happening, sir, in the last bit of time, and with Jaw Ripper, my head's a little fuzzy, and
It is quite sad. It is quite sad.
and I'm going through a lot, sir, and so my memory. We should get ready for the next mission.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I wish you luck. Yes,
One more
yes,
question.
yes.
At what point should we come back?
When you
Can we check in
feel
with you?
that it is time to return.
Okay.
Well, this has been very informative, sir.
Indeed. Well, best of luck to you.
So
And he leaves.
Are we? We're not in our. Are we in our pajamas? We dressed, right?
You dressed.
We slept. We dressed.
Mhm.
We're outside the wall,
Yeah.
and General Basterfield and Modem go back inside, and the gates. Can we follow them back in?
Yeah, he bids you adieu, and then you do that thing where you said bye, but you're walking in the same direction.
You're gonna.
Naturally.
Okay.
Ah!
Asked if we should be like, well, thank you.
Lacan's like, just wait. Don't. Just let out. Don't tailgate.
We'll sit back for a second.
He like walks a little bit ahead and like calls from a distance, like, "It has come to my attention that we will be heading in the same direction, and that the point in which we bid our farewells was, in fact, preemptive. Though this is an uncomfortable situation socially, realistically, there is nothing to be concerned about, and we shall re-enter the gates together."
Great idea, sir. Come on, Lacan.
Yeah. He's just called out. Lacan follows behind Kadal. So awkward.
Our 90s and everything.
Do we just need to go back and get our stuff? Because we can just go.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do? Should we just go? Should we rest up and do anything else? And weapons? For weapons?
Have I ever seen like a storeroom where there are items like potions or weapons or anything like that?
Let me get insight.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Let's go!
It's a good day today.
Yep, we're hot today. We're hot.
One roll.
Hooray.
Set the trend.
Yeah, there's basically like there's separate places for like supplies, like, you know, rations and clothing, like day-to-day stuff versus like a weaponry, which is all of which are very much guarded.
Can anyone be invisible yet?
Yeah. Cassia can make me invisible. She did it when
I
we
can't
were
make-
with the spiders.
Why don't
Yeah.
you just be invisible and go get some health potions? Because Lieutenant Baskerville said we could have them, just he said he didn't have time right now.
Wait.
Could all squats in front of Luna, like, keep your voice down if you're going to tell us to steal something.
It's not stealing. He said we could have it.
You make a good point.
We have orders.
Like Khan's like watching. You're both like crouched down talking to Cassie about crime, right? Like Khan just kind of wants to like bend over the group and be like, "Let's just go buy potions." I can't think of a worse group to steal from than the military.
Oh my god. And Luna.
And then he's gonna like secretly flash some gold in his pocket.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
yeah, we can just buy it with Lacan's money.
Right.
Being invisible is stupid. Let's go.
Not to dissuade the plan. Full disclosure and above board, I only have 160 gold. So that's
Only?
like 3 potions.
Only.
Only. I only brought my weekend bag. I didn't think I was.
I literally have 0 of everything. I just have my pants.
I have 2 gold
I
And
have 5.
silver.
and 3 silver and 1 copper somehow.
Nice.
And maybe someone will trade something.
You could always perform again, Luna.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shall
Okay,
we
anyway, let's get our stuff and go to the store.
go to the store?
To the
Shopping
store.
montage.
All right. So you can go into town. Very easy access. So you're just going for potions.
All we can afford.
If I may, I'm kind of imagining, has Luna been like into the city or into like a store or a shopping quarter before? We've really only been to the Funky Fungus, right?
Oh, that's a really good point. I
Just
mean,
the time when we went through the city when we were with Marlo with the thing, but it was pretty chaotic because then we got robbed pretty immediately.
I like
but
to
you
think
bought
that-
candy.
I did buy candy.
Funky bar, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Luna, it's likely that because before you were in the Order Under, you were, living in
yeah, but
the
I was
city.
like found outside the Glowwood and like processed very quickly into the military. So I think it's fair that I don't have lots of experience shopping.
Yeah.
I certainly understand the concept.
Ooh. It's gonna be like a Tangled montage where Rapunzel's in the castle town.
That's kind of what I was thinking of. I was like, I'm just gonna, Lacan will stand at whatever the pay person is with like a single potion and like some practical items, and I was imagining Luna and Cassia and Kadal are like,
It's like
All right.
arbitrary
So
up to-
1 potion of healing for sure.
I also want to like just see if there's a magical item shop.
There is not.
Is
Magical
there-
items aren't exactly things that are just like sold out.
What about like a spell library for wizards that has like scrolls?
Let's see.
Which are basically like single-use spells.
Yeah.
I was just saying for anyone.
Oh, sorry.
that was for me.
I got a big backpack.
That would kind of be in the same vein of
Okay.
like magic weapons. Magic weapons are like
I know.
kind of across like all. It's like kind of a huge deal. So if you did, it would be like a whole endeavor to even find someone like even selling that.
Hmm.
So not that you're aware of.
I have a question.
Yes.
This is a above board, and it is about Kadal being level 3.
Yes.
I believe that I will be determining what type of monk I am or will be. Will I be, do I automatically obtain or like suddenly a weapon appears, or is that like something that, how does that work?
So let's see. 3rd level. Get your tradition, deflect missiles, ability score, improvement, slow fall. So weapons will somehow. Weapons will most likely happen like in game.
Word. Okay, cool. I imagine it's kind of like Bruce Almighty where he's like, can I have a spoon? And like, or sword. I don't know how this game works.
Also, you're a monk. You just be punching people.
Yeah. I'm a punchy guy.
Mm-hmm. So
All right,
Lacan, one or how many potions you buying?
So one potion is 50 gold.
Yes.
MSRP.
Yes.
And what's the shopkeep like?
It's a little like a mom and pop shop.
Support your local business.
Can you describe the decor?
May I ask why?
He's casing the place.
They sell doilies? Or like just have them in the shop. I was going to compliment the decor. I was thinking old people, we common interest. I just want to shout out.
Let's see.
Roll for doilies.
Doily-less, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay, I'm actually a little
in this shop.
Yeah, we're not going to buy a lot from here.
Yeah, this is a little less like oh, you come upon a fun little hole in the wall with like intriguing wares and all kinds of things you haven't seen, and more like this is Scarlet and Violet shops where you just pressed A at a window and there's a list of stuff.
Can't even come inside. All right. Just you good.
While Lacan's shopping, can I go outside and do some busking and just like perform with my panpipe and see if I can get some extra coinage?
Yeah. Let me get a performance.
Man, 11.
You start performing and you immediately grab somebody's attention as a guard approaches you and says, "Are you permitted to busk here?"
Isn't anyone permitted to do what to play music?
Were you given a piece of paper that said you have permission to conduct business here in this street?
No.
Then please stop.
That's stupid. I pack up my stuff and I go find Lacan.
But not before I gesture to Luna out in the street, being a not very good busker, and say, any chance we could get a discount on a second one? Clearly we've fallen on some hard times.
Nice. Lacan, let me get persuasion at disadvantage.
Oh, I don't need to roll again because the first one's a 2, baby. A 3!
No.
Oh, it's that day. It's that kind of day. Oh.
We're almost there, guys.
Says, tell you what, I can do 2 for 100 gold.
Just slides the 50 across and takes the one.
All right.
Did anyone buy anything else?
No. This shop sucks.
How well known is Master Zarnus to these people? And do they happen to have do the upper ranks happen to have a reputation in this town or this area?
You don't know.
I don't know. Do I know?
No. You would have to ask.
So Kadal leans over and says, trying to take one from Lacan's book and says, "How much for the apprentice of Master Zarnus?"
Tell you what. I'll do a second one for 50 gold. And I won't call guards in here for harassing me at my place of business.
Well, thank you for your consideration and your offer. Unfortunately, we have to decline, and we will be leaving the premises now. Kadal just kind of slithers away.
Yeah, Lacan follows.
I don't like it
It's a
here.
good try.
Thanks.
Just a standard shop. And it's not looking to bargain. It's got MSRP.
I bet that there are better shops in the dredges.
Ooh.
The dregs, or whatever they're called.
Dregs.
Hmm.
So speaking of, how will you proceed?
How did we leave the dregs last time?
We walked.
And we went through that bar that was called the...
Barfing dog or something.
Did we come out that way?
No.
Yeah, that was the way in and way out of the dregs, but you were told that by Kastrid.
right.
And we were so smart and asked Kastrid for a passcode for the next time we come down so that people don't attack us. And I put in Discord in big letters, this is the password, so I could search for it. And
God
it is
save Luna.
Backsteski.
Fantastic. So we're locked in.
We should probably get some face covers because last time I was just surrounded by all of your barfs because it didn't smell too great down there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
I'll
that.
have all that midge slurp yesterday.
Do they sell like plague doctor masks around, or is there like a typical solution for that amongst the people that we saw down there, or is it they're
Maybe
used
we
to
can
it?
just take our little cowls and kind of wrap them around our face.
Yeah.
Our military cowls? A
Having
very obvious allegiance to the military.
Oh, right. Maybe
I
not.
put some lavender in mine.
Ooh. Your military cowl, Cassie.
I want to smell good no matter what I'm wearing.
Can I also buy us 4 scarves? How much would that be?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
for non-military cowl.
That'd probably be like that. What was that? Probably like 2 gold would cover that.
Ooh,
You.
ooh.
Those are nice scarves.
I let everybody pick a color.
They're like cashmere.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
are these
they're
going to be
fancy.
too nice? I don't know.
You
that.
you
I
could
like
get
it.
you could get cheaper ones for, we'll say, 5 silver.
Deal.
You take the
Everything's a
cashmere
deal.
one back and give us a wool one.
Yeah, I have the cashmere one still, but that's 1 gold, right? The 50 silver.
Luna is like overjoyed with this gift. She like holds it up and like does a little dance and then puts it on and is dancing around. Thank you so much. You can tell she hasn't gotten many presents since she came here.
Mhm.
I'm subtracting my. This is I have 2, and I spent 5. Lacan knows, Rachel doesn't.
Yeah.
So where to?
To the dregs.
The dregs we go.
The
Okay.
dregs. In our
So that was through the front of the barfing dog. You approach the same tiny little makeshift booth. You recite the same code. The individual recognizes you as you are led back down into this sort of these lower levels of Raynor. Go back down through the stairs, out of the, I believe it was a dumpster that this exit is hidden in. Instantly getting a whiff of that nice bottom of the barrel air.
Did we borrow some of the lavender from Cassia for a mask?
A little bit.
We were prepared for this.
One in each nostril.
As you walk out into the street on this somewhat familiar, kind of barren, what looks to be almost deserted marketplace. You are approached by some strong-looking gentlemen with
I
weapons
immediately
drawn.
run up and go, Baxtiski!
Oh no.
Says, and to you, what are you? What?
We're here to
Where-
see our friend Kastrid.
Oh.
Do you know where she
Okay.
is?
Yeah, she's at this time usually up at, and he kind of like looks you, and you could see it's like kind of coming back to him. This is you get the idea that he's kind of like working as a guard, and this is kind of like his territory he looks after. He goes, right. She's usually at the Funky Fungus at this time of day.
Oh,
Usually scouting for well, whatever she can find for us down here.
but that's like up there.
That is in fact up there.
When does she come back?
I don't know. Evening, or if she finds something.
I look at the group.
Perhaps you can
And I-
help us then. We're looking.
I'm a little busy, so
Just point us in the direction of the cloakers.
can you roll?
Dang.
I feel like that wasn't a smart thing to do, but he did it.
Can I just get charisma? So D20 plus your charisma bonus.
We're teen? You
I
thought it
can
was
help.
beautiful once.
I can help you out by saying that you shouldn't walk around throwing that word around where everyone can hear you.
I didn't. I whispered it. What else can you tell me?
I don't think you understand
What
how
don't
many
I-
eyes some people have. And I suggest you head back home. Good day to you.
I see.
He says how many eyes some people have, and Luna's like,
Yeah, Kadal was like looking up and down on this guy, being like, how many eyes?
okay, can we go see Kastrid?
Yeah, I guess we're going back up.
Also, the Funky Fungus has some nice fungus.
Wait, you're right. Ooh. Yeah, we should go. Let's go now.
And people like it when I play there.
Yeah, they're big fans of you.
Yeah.
We go.
Back through the dumpster.
But as we leave, can I look around and see like what he might have been talking about when he said many eyes? Like, are there any other people that are like watching us come down here? Or particularly focused on us?
Let me get perception.
Oh, it's a 5. Okay.
Word.
Cut to the Funky Fungus. Yeah, where
Forgot what this place smelled like.
And cut to y'all sitting at a table with Kastrid, who was here when you arrived. She greeted you kindly, waved you over, have a seat.
Did she know or have any sense or seem to understand that we were coming ahead of us arriving?
Ooh, good question.
No. It was more of a surprise, but a welcome in.
Oh, we just ran into her?
Yeah. I mean, you had a feeling she'd be here.
Wow. That's
For anyone wondering, that's Kastrid from the prologue show, which if you haven't watched, you could go learn about her from there.
Yes, your old friend, this woman who seems to have skills in the arts of the sleight of hand. She says, you're seated with drinks and what have you. She says, my friends, how have you been? What is new?
Well, we went on another mission with the military, and the person we were supposed to go find died, and it was really sad. And it was this big guy that was made of metal, and he glowed blue. And we called him Indigo, but that's not his real name. He's an unhallowed, and we're trying to find out about that, and we don't want him to kill more people, so we're trying to find out more. And General Basterfield told us, but it was a secret, and we're not supposed to tell anyone because it's a secret mission, that the cloakers know about it, maybe. And we thought, since you are from the Dregs, you might know what the cloakers are, and that you might want to help us because you don't want people to get hurt.
All three of us in the back are just standing like. Okay.
So throughout all of that, as you're observing this conversation and Kastrid, you kind of get the fact that she was just like, the child is talking. Let her just, get it out of her system.
Okay, hold on. Kastrid is the only person who has ever been like upfront with Luna and like on the level and kind. So Luna trusts Kastrid more than almost anyone. Like, trusts Kastrid more than General Basterfield. So to Luna, this is like, let's talk to the real adult here.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't in like a disrespectful way. It was more just like, lots of talking. Mm-hmm. Okay, like there's a lot to say.
She asked how we'd been.
Mm-hmm. But at you mentioning the cloakers, her eyes kind of shift as her expression is a little less pleased as she says, that was a lot.
Sorry.
What is it about the cloakers you are looking for?
Well, we don't really know, other than that we've been told that Indigo, remember I told you that's what we call him, Indigo, even though that's not his real name, that he might be connected to them, and so we may be able to find him that way. Do you know them?
Bunch of dickheads they are.
No, dickheads. What's a dickhead?
Someone not worth sticking around for.
Yeah, dickhead.
Kadal says, Kastrid, what do you know about them?
Well, they are a guild of thieves and very, very skilled individuals. I will give them credit where it is due. They lack vision. They are caught up in obnoxious goals and unrealistic ambitions. Used to work for them. Dedicated years of my life to those knuckleheads.
Why?
Well, it was a job. It was jobs that put me in very dangerous positions, putting my life on the line. And for what you get the sense she's already a couple drinks in and she's a little like babbly. She's a little yappy. Those pay was barely enough to keep a roof over my head.
What kind of goals did they have? Why did you said they lacked vision, but they have ambition?
You know what working for them got me, Dragon Man?
What?
She pulls up her sleeve, says, this shit. And you see that on her wrist looks to be a branding. There's a burned X into her wrist.
Kadal's
all of that.
Kadal's snout is like on the tattoo or on this branding, like, whoa, what is that?
You don't know what this is. This is what your fucking Order Under does to soldiers who fall short of their expectations.
What?
Order Under?
I called it a side hustle. They called it treason.
Wait, you worked for the Order Under?
A long time ago. But I was outcast from the military and from Rainer because I took on some more work with some individuals that they considered competition.
Competition? How competition?
They found out I was working with the cloakers. They didn't take too kindly to this.
What do the Order Under and the cloakers have in common?
Oh, nothing. That's the problem.
But how do they have competition if they're not? Kadal's like brain is like steaming right now. It's like, I don't understand what she means.
The cloakers have different visions for Rainer, but the Order Under has government support and military control. So when it was leaked that there were several moles in the Order Under working for the cloakers, we were branded and banished. But my family's still here. My home is here. So I came down to the Dregs and put my full focus into working with the cloakers.
How long ago was this, Case-Rid?
Oh, years. It's been a while.
And you put your full focus into working with them, but when did that change?
They couldn't see my worth. So I gave myself a raise. Took a little more than what was budgeted for me. I felt I was worth it. Don't I seem worth it?
Yeah.
You do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This vision that the cloakers have for Raynor, and how does it differ from the Order Unders?
Oh, the boss has all these blind ambition, all these nonsensical plans that go over my head. I don't know.
Boss? There's a boss?
There is. And when he found out that I was taking more than I was entitled to, he tried to have me killed. And we haven't talked since.
What's the boss's
Understandable.
name?
For now, he is the boss.
Case-Rid, do the cloakers have like a base or something? Like, do you remember if they had a base, and is it in one place or does it move around?
Oh, they operate. They have where they work. They have a base. They have base of operations. They're very organized.
Could you take us there?
You want me to barge in to my old job where my boss tried to kill me?
No, but you could tell us where it is so that we could go make trouble for them, because it seems like you don't like them.
Well, I mean, Luna, let's not be too hasty. Kastrid, you're one of the best. It'd be fun to see him again, right? Maybe give him a what's what?
How would you like to be invisible?
Kastrid, invisible.
Then you could take even more of what's worth due to you.
Yes. Luna, yes. Kastrid, come on.
She looks you, Cassia, says, being invisible, overrated, surprisingly not very efficient. But
Found that too.
Kadal, can I get persuasion at advantage? You see, she's like
drunk.
she's a little tipsy, and she's like she's into this glazing. She's like, I am pretty great, aren't I?
Our baby.
And we're all sitting here like this, looking at her, like adoring her. So
Big ass smiles. For persuasion and advantage, does that mean I roll twice?
Twice, and it's the higher roll.
Come on, potato salad. Come on, potato salad. Okay, so it's a 4. Is the highest. But we can keep the glazing
it's
going.
so sad.
She says, I don't think there is a scenario where I just waltz in there with the lot of you saying, hey, we are here to do what we will.
No. See, you gotta, I know I'm not articulate enough, but Luna, I mean, you trust Luna. Luna, you tell her.
Well, I mean, we have to go either way, so whatever you can do to help us would be great. It would be nice to have you with us, and I would sure like to hang out with you more, but if you can't go, maybe you could just give us enough information so that we know what we're walking into.
And we love your company.
We could leave them a parting gift in your name.
Under normal circumstances, I would happily give you directions to the cloaker's base of operations and say best of luck to you, and then sneak in there and loot your corpses after.
That's fair.
But you all seem nice,
Thanks.
so I'm not going to do that.
We appreciate that.
But I have an idea that best case, you get what you want. I perhaps get back in the good graces because it doesn't hurt to have powerful friends. Worst case, it could be fun.
That's what I'm saying,
It
Case.
sounds like a great plan.
Amazing. I will take you in as my prisoners.
Huh?
The boss, he loves a good negotiation. And cadets from the Order Under will fetch a very high price in the Dregs.
Well, you probably have a plan for how we would get out after you take us in as your prisoners, right?
Oh, absolutely.
What is that plan?
You, of course, will be treated as prisoners.
Huh.
You will be locked up.
Huh?
However, once negotiations are finished, you get the information you need.
Yeah.
I get back in good graces.
Okay.
We wait until the dead of night. And I find my way back, and I break you out in the middle of the night. Are you all stealthy?
I am.
Can I insight check to see if I believe that she is for sure planning on coming back to save us, or if she's like doing a thief thing where she's like, I'll sacrifice these people for my own gain?
You can try.
Because she last time was charmed by me because I just gave her money without asking, but I want to make sure that I'm still trading on that good relationship. Does that give me any advantage?
No.
19.
From what you can read in her expression and her tone, I mean, and from what you know of her, she seems as genuine as she could seem.
Okay. Okay.
But I need something from you.
Hmm.
Do you need more gold?
No. That was already too kind.
Oh.
What I need is priceless. Not too long ago, I received intel that there was another artifact en route to be sold. A medallion with strange tentacles spiraling out from a red ruby. But when I arrived at where it was supposedly being kept, nothing.
Oh, I know where that is.
Kadal like pushes her head back again. Okay, so you help us get into the cloaker's base, and we help find this medallion for you.
This would be appreciated, seeing as how I know a lot of you have had experience with above artifacts. Do you have any information on it?
I think that would be, and Lacan pushes Kadal's face back like he just pushed Luna's back. A fair trade of information once you get us out of captivity.
Well,
but yes, we know it.
I had the feeling you may. This is all fair to me.
Yay, I love it when a plan comes together.
It's great. Team, should we have a quick team meeting before we start moving forward with Kastrid?
We should find a safe place to put our stuff, because if they take us prisoner, they're probably going to take our stuff.
That's a very good idea, which I think we should talk about at this huddle. So we Kadal grabs everyone, and then Cassia with his tail. And it's like, okay,
Yoink.
do we trust her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just want to make sure. What happens if things go south?
The last time we were supposed to meet up with someone, like a really nice lady who seemed to know stuff, didn't go so well.
Okay.
So,
what if we send a message to General Basterfield telling him when we think we're going to be back, and then say, if we don't come back before this time, help?
Great idea, Luna.
that's a really good idea.
They'll never find
Maybe
us.
we go tell him in person. I don't know how long it takes to go there, but
Yeah, how long does it take us to get to where we are to the Order Under?
Probably like half hour to an hour.
oh, we should totally do that and go drop off our stuff, update General Basterfield, and then come back.
Okay.
And this might be an above board question, but would it be available to us either magically or in any sort of purchasable way to leave a trail of where we're headed that General Basterfield might be able to follow us? I'm thinking like invisible like handprints or something that he'd be able to find that we could tell him to look for.
Or my big footprints. I just start stomping everywhere.
I don't know, I don't know if they would want us. I guess I should do this in character. If we just leave a trail for General Basterfield to the Cloakers, then it's kind of a betrayal of Kastrid's trust, because she's only letting us go there. That tells the entire Order Under where all the Cloakers are. But maybe what we could do, because there's certainly very powerful wizards in the military, and they can locate object or locate person or locate creature. So we can just make sure General Basterfield knows what we have with us and where we are, and then if he has to, he can come find us.
Yeah, can he air tag us?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good
There are spells that could do that.
Or maybe
Ariadne.
like a sending stone or something like that. So basically, we should just ask General Basterfield how we could send a message if things go bad.
Skeeter.
Skeeter!
Skeeter.
That's a great idea.
Skeeter. Yeah. How do we get him?
From General. Wait.
Oh,
From.
We're gonna go drop our stuff off, right?
Yeah.
Kadal goes to Kastrid and goes, Kastrid, can you wait here for like an hour for us real quick? And then we can head to the base?
I'll be here for another couple hours, so whatever you want to do.
All right. We go.
This is a great plan. We're
Great
really
plan.
good at plans.
Team Barf 84 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Barf 84.
Are we still doing barf?
I really didn't want that to stick, but
We could change to something else if you want. What do you think?
Maybe badass 84.
Did you learn that word, Luna?
Kadal.
Luna.
He
Kadal.
called me dickhead.
Okay, so let's get going, guys.
He doesn't want to stick around, so he's a dickhead.
Kastrid's just kind of
Kadal like walks really fast and just like grabs Luna with the tail and goes, "Come on!"
Whoa.
Shake my head at K-Strade before I leave with Cassie.
All right, let's do a BRB there then.
Great.
Yeah.
That's a perfect time for a bathroom break. Just the right amount of suspense.
We'll be gone for just about 5 minutes, so don't go anywhere unless it's to the Discord to chat with your friends or, to the fridge to get snacks. That's good too.
Bring me
those were
something.
the only two options.
You can also go
kidding.
to the bathroom if you want, or, do whatever you want because you are a person with agency and
We gotta go
I'm not the
now.
boss of you.
In
People and screens.
But do come back. That's not optional. See you on
Yeah,
the other side.
that's the only thing. Yeah, you have to come back at
Okay.
some point. Okay, anyway, bye. Anyway, that's why Roll for Gravity is the best. So everyone.
Oh, that's-
Sorry, the show's on. Oh, my bad.
right.
oh, hey,
Yeah,
sorry.
just talking about our sponsor, Roll for Gravity, and how great they are. No big deal. Anyways, we were talking to K-Street, and then we decided to go drop off our stuff, talk to General Basterfield, and what? Not Copperlight. Is it Copperlight who has Skeeter? Who has Skeeter?
Masterfield, I thought.
No,
Uh,
Copperlight with the cool office. The
Oh,
dwarf.
Yeah, Copperlight keeps Skier with him.
And ask if we can. We'll ask General Basterfield if he can ask Copperlight if we can use Skeeter, because we're not supposed to tell anyone about our mission.
It's like telephone or like we
Yeah.
have a note. We're like, can you pass this note to Copperly?
Okay, so you are back at the Order Under, dropping off your stuff. Is that stuff you are like marking off of your inventory, or just like, non-necessary personals?
Yeah, what stuff do we even have?
I have a lot of personal effects that I would not like to take.
Right,
into.
right.
I'll leave the candlestick. I'll leave.
I think I'm also maybe leaving most of my weapons because I feel like they're gonna take them
Mm.
If we get cat. Oh, that's right. That's right.
because we're going in as prisoners.
right.
I leave my nice rapier. I take my military issued rapier.
I have, for some reason, like 20 beads of refreshment.
What are beads of refreshment?
They sound
I
good.
thought something that would be really useful. It's a gelatinous bead that dissolves in liquid, transforming up to a pint of liquid into fresh, cold drinking water.
You should hang on to that. We gotta stay hydrated.
That's cool for survival.
Yeah, it's stinky down there.
Okay. Done.
I think I'm gonna leave my crossbow and take my dagger because I feel like I can probably hide my dagger better than I can hide my crossbow.
Fair.
All right. Well, everyone can mark off your inventory, whatever it is you intend to leave, whatever it is you intend to take. Totally up to you.
I am not going to mark it off my inventory because I will not be able to find it again.
Yeah.
But I
You
hereby
can just-
say
yeah.
I do not have my crossbow.
Sure, that works too.
I'm gonna bring my darts because I have darts, but I never use it because I am a dart.
Cool.
Yeah. I felt.
And you are able to get an audience with General Basterfield. It's pretty easy to contact nowadays. Yes, it is I, General Reginald Basterfield,
Oh, that
69th of my name.
It's still nice.
Hello. It is nice. Everyone says that.
Ah,
How did it go? You've returned rather quickly.
Well, that's because we have a plan. But it's going to be dangerous, and we're going to infiltrate.
Ooh.
And we should be totally fine. We have all sorts of great contingency plans, but just in case we get stuck, we need a way for you to come rescue us, or for someone to know where we are. So we were
Yes.
hoping that you could ask, or we could ask Copperlight if Skeeter could come with us, so we could send Skeeter for help if we need to.
No need. As the general, I have the authority to issue a carrier dirge as needed. So consider it done.
Can we have Skeeter though?
Yes,
Yay!
I will request Skeeter not request. I'm the goddamn general. I will make it happen.
I have my hair already set in a nest for Skeeter.
Mhm. Yeah, he's able to get you Skeeter.
And also, I've tried to make it look like, because my hair is pretty messy and like weird.
Mhm.
I want to let it hide him too, on the hope that they would not like search my hair and find him when we go in, so that there's no question of him being taken away.
Sure.
at the announcement of Skeeter,
Layout.
I imagine that Lacan and Kadal were trying to look tough in the back and like like this. But when he says,
Who cares?
"Yeah, of course we'll get Skeeter," we both are like, and Kadal's tail's like,
And an important question upon Skeeter entering the room with General. Does it seem happy to see us?
Kind of hard to read. It's like Very, very small.
I believe he's happy to see us.
Does he fly to us? Does he trill? Does he keen towards Luna, or perhaps even me?
It's set in the Luna nest hair, and it just kind of
Seems cozy.
Mhm.
It's very comfortable with us, it seems. I'm very pleased by this. Not
Very
that I
well. Anything else I can be of assistance with?
Did you manage to get us any of those potions or weapons you talked about?
Not yet.
Cool.
Wait, you said you're the general and everyone listens to you and they do what you say.
Yes, but as far as going into the military's inventory, there is protocol, paperwork, mostly paperwork. It's
Doesn't
not
seem
as
like-
simple as going in there and being like, hello, it's me, I need this, loody-doody-doo.
But sir,
Well-
couldn't it be?
Couldn't it be indeed?
Seems like a general could just do that if he wanted.
You think?
Yes! Why don't I simply change the rules simply because I'm in charge? I think this is a fantastic route that I should further investigate.
Sir, you're onto something. You're onto something there, sir.
I never thought about disregarding the rules that were put in place to keep me from going insane with power.
Yeah. Now you got it, sir.
You certainly don't have trouble with other rules.
Very well then.
Ah.
I
And
will
you-
look into this mindset and see what comes of it.
Oh, uh-oh. I think we just invented our BV.
Can I-
No.
Can I roll insight to see if he's like mocking us or actually serious?
Sure, if you want.
I rolled a natural 1. I have no idea. I don't really understand sarcasm.
To be fair, he also speaks in kind of one tone most of the time. Well, if nothing else,
Okay, bye.
all right.
We go.
Here we go.
Back to Kastrid.
Activation.
Back to Kastrid. As you're coming back, you see that Kastrid is outside getting a cart ready attached to a strider.
Yay.
Says,
Cassia, remember the cart and the strider?
Yeah, look at that guy.
Mo played forever.
says, you're back. Did you get everything in line you need to?
Yep.
Great. Well. Oh, wait, sorry. You would have to go down into the dregs first. The carriage would be down there because you wouldn't take a carriage down a little stair set. Retcon, you meet up. She asks you that. You say yes. She leads you down into the dregs where there is a cart and strider.
Is this a new entrance?
No, it's the same entrance.
Oh, okay, fine.
What's the cart being loaded with?
Oh,
The cart is not loaded with anything.
Cool.
She says, well, if everything is in order, you will need to put on these. And she hands you canvas bags. Says, you cannot know the whereabouts of the hideout, unfortunately. So you will be bagged and bound.
Why can't we?
Because very few are able to access this information.
Kadal's so used to taking orders. When Kashid said that, he was like on his way to put the bag over his head. Why? And he's like, yeah, wait, hold on, why?
That's Kastrid. I've noticed sometimes you don't really answer questions. You just confirm the question I asked. Like I was like, why? And you were like, because.
Because if I were to bring in strangers who were blatantly aware of the location of where the individuals we are going to see operate, I would not walk out of there.
Oh, so if we were real prisoners, you would make sure we didn't see it either. So
Yes.
it's not about us. It's just
No.
appearances.
Hey,
Of course.
Luna, maybe you should fix your hair before you put that on.
I think it's fine. Don't make
No,
fun of my
it's looking
hair.
a little rat's nest on the top.
I just make
love you.
like a lot more padding around Skeeter.
Oh,
I don't think
man.
putting a bag over him is going to be a bad thing.
Okay.
They're not tying the bag around the neck or anything.
Oh my god.
We're getting scarecrow.
Oh,
Like,
Oh no!
I hate it. Thank you, production.
Yeah, I'm very
That's
uncomfortable
horrible.
all of a sudden.
I guess this
It's
is what it
amazing.
would look like. Except I imagine Kadal tries to put it on his head, but his snout's getting in the way. He's like, hey, is there like a...
You see that Skeeter's out of the top of Anna's?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh!
As Kastrid says, yes, on the topic of your hair, that also is not going to fly. Well, I guess technically it's going to have to.
Well, actually, K-Street, I think you would understand in the exception with Skeeter, he's incapable of flight. It's more of a charity case that we've been carrying him around. I wouldn't concern yourself with it as a messenger.
Yeah, and he's more of one of the battalion anyways. He's more of the troop. So.
He's an emotional support sturge.
Yeah.
I have
Luna's
the
eyes
paperwork
twitching.
somewhere.
Luna is trying really hard not to say anything and her eyes twitching.
Right.
Kadal's tail like slowly goes in front of Luna's face.
Anyway, as a reminder, I am aware of messenger dirges. I implore you to send it home.
Well, what are we supposed to do if you can't get us out?
Can Kastrid, could
At least one option has the opportunity.
could we just let Skeeter go when we get closer to the base? Please.
I wasn't even going to let Skeeter go unless we really, really needed help. So in that case, you would theoretically be dead anyway, Kastrid, so you wouldn't care.
It's actually a really good point.
Also, what about my lie that he can't fly? Did that not work?
Can Cassia
Luna,
roll for...
can I get a persuasion check?
Lacan just says the lie thing, by the way. That wasn't an above board question.
16.
She says, the people we are going to see, as corrupt and as much damage as they have done, have a lot of sway, a lot of power, a lot of hold over not just the dregs. There is a lot that happens up there that they are involved with. Unfortunately, the discrepancy is necessary for the safety of many people. If there is any sign that their whereabouts have been compromised, a lot of chaos is going to ensue. The fact that I'm even bringing you here under a ruse is already a huge risk.
Okay, what if Skeeter, that's their name.
I've met Skeeter.
Oh, yeah. So even better, what if Skeeter stays with you? And then Skeeter's only gonna leave if something happens to you and you can't get us out.
There is very good chance You can hide it as much as you want. You can burrow it in your hair. You can hide it in your bag. You can shove it up your ass.
No.
But if they find a messenger dirge attempting to infiltrate where they operate, you, me, and Skeeter will not make it out alive.
Guys,
Even if you have him, because they know that you already know where it is.
I couldn't bring one in there if I wanted to. Quite frankly, I don't know if I'm going to be welcome in there.
Okay.
all right.
I take out like the little paper from Skeeter's little leg holder and I write, "Won't let us take Skeeter, frown face." Kastard, how long should they wait before they try to rescue us? Like, when are you going to have us out? 24 hours?
I'd say give it 2 days.
If not back in 2 days, help. Heart. Roll it up. Put it in. My Skeeter.
Bye, Skeeter.
Bye, Skeeter.
We all just kind of like look into the sky, watching Skeeter go.
Slow-mo.
He kind of fades into the green of the dregs.
It's just quiet.
I'm imagining like a tiny little like as he flies up there.
It was a good plan. It was a good idea. But I thought I should share for your safety, for mine.
Hey, just don't let us die, okay?
I will do everything in my power to prevent it.
Okay. Smooth out my hair
Mhm.
and put the bag on.
We go.
Nope.
Lead on.
They sit you on this cart, bagged up, tie your hands
Loosely or tightly?
pretty tightly.
Why can't you leave it loose in case we need to get out? They're not going to check how tight it is.
You are the pickiest prisoners I have ever dealt with.
We're not real prisoners, Kastred.
They need to be convinced of that.
It's fine. Let's just go.
While we're in the cart, may I make Jerry my unseen servant? Because it takes 10 minutes.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, let me see something really quick.
How
What
long does
are...
it last?
It's invisible and he lasts for an hour. I don't know, I just made that up.
We don't know how
Spell-
far it is to the place, so you might want to wait
An
until
hour.
we get...
Wait until we get into our our holding.
Okay. Then, like, can I do a hold then where right before we go in?
So, some new D&D stuff.
Oh,
And
rats.
this is specific to how I run things.
Okay.
Depending on the spell, hair in my mouth. Depending on the spell, there are components necessary.
Mhm.
I typically one component is material, but usually I don't enforce material unless it's a very, very valuable rare material, because some spells require like a diamond or something like that. Something you
Oh.
might not have. That is not the issue though, because the other
Yeah.
components are verbal and somatic.
Oh, I didn't know what those meant.
So
Gotcha.
verbal would be you have to verbalize it. I'm usually like you can whisper it maybe, but somatic requires movement, and because you are bound, you
Mhm.
would not be able to cast a spell.
All right. Well, let the record show that Jerry's out of my mind. Thank you.
Can't stop thinking about him.
I see his face.
I see it
He's
everywhere.
invisible.
I don't see
That's
it.
why it's everywhere.
All right.
Okay.
So you get on this cart and you feel it move, kind of going over rough cobblestone roads. You feel it taking some route for about an hour. An hour through the dregs, unable to move, unable to see.
Can we count
Yes.
the left and right?
Sure. Let me get, just for Lacan, let me get a flat or actually, let's do.
I was wanting to count as well.
Yeah, like, can we turn it into like a little song where I kind of whisper the intention to everybody? And it's like, let's keep beat to figure out how long we're going and how far, and to remember.
Secret counting.
Sure.
Secret.
Whoever, you know what? Yeah. Whoever wants to, let me get a flat intelligence at disadvantage.
All right. Oh my.
Oh. Dude, I nat 20'd on one of them, but that's okay. Even the not nat 20 was 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got a 12.
Okay.
I think 14 was my lower.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I had 8.
Luna, you're able to kind of track the first half hour of this route pretty clearly.
Okay.
The second half hour, Luna, can I get another, what did I say, intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence at disadvantage.
Well, just rolled a natural 1, so I don't need to roll again.
Okay. You feel pretty confident for the first half of this carriage ride.
And then
how
I
to get
fall
there.
asleep.
Mhm. You kind of run yourself tired trying to remember this routing.
Okay. Well, at least I'll know how to get halfway there.
Yeah, that's something.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as we're going straight, we're like, secret, 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 left, left, secret. But yeah, we kind of lose track, I imagine.
But at the end of that hour, the cart stops and you hear Kastrid say, "This way," as she kind of guides you and walks you forward off of the cart. You still can't see where you are, but you can tell that there are people around. You hear voices whispering and muttering to each other. And the sounds of, well, at that point, the sounds of the streets and voices actually get quiet as a door closes behind you. And you feel that you are somewhere indoors.
What does it smell like?
On top of this lingering smell that the Dregs kind of has all around, smells like wood and fungus.
Are there voices?
No, but you do hear something as somewhere inside, you hear something heavy move. It sounds like something large and made of stone. As you hear Kastrid again, as she's walking you forward, says, "Watch your head." As you walk forward, Kadal, you hit your head on what feels like a low ceiling, just a little bonk. And as you walk forward and you hit your head, little bonk,
Ow.
you begin walking downstairs.
Oh, God. Kadal's a little disoriented with that too. He's like, "Ow!"
At the bottom of what feels to be 20 to 30 steps, you are met with an especially unpleasant smell and the sound of running water.
Are we in the toilet?
You get the vibes that you are in possibly some kind of sewage system.
You.
And it's still just our footsteps, Kastrid's footsteps, no one else's.
And the one person who was accompanying Case. Sorry,
Okay.
there was
and her valet or something.
Yeah, she had some help. You walk forward. You hang a left, then a right, then another left, forward more, another right, until finally you stop. And the echo of a door slamming shut rings out behind you. And for the first time in a while, you are not moving. As you hear Kastrid's voice. And she says, "Boss man, I've brought restitution and an opportunity for..." As she is immediately cut off, and you hear a voice.
"Unmask them and get out."
She unmasks you and unties you. As she's doing so, she says, "Sorry, you're on your own," and abruptly makes her way to the door.
What?
Are our hands bound in front or behind or not bound at all?
You are unbound and unmasked, and your vision comes into focus. And you find yourselves in a dark room, 40 feet in diameter, lit by torches. In the middle of the room is a little wooden desk. There it is. I had to find something real quick. Where was I? Yes. In the middle of the room is a wooden desk covered in papers. And behind it, you see who you assume is the boss. And the boss himself makes this desk look comically small. As wearing little glasses over his face, I will drop this in resources. You see floating this game's first beholder.
Oh no.
He's got little glasses on!
Why does he have two lenses?
Well, yeah, well-
One eye.
Por qué bifocals?
An almost orb-shaped creature, 6 feet in diameter, purple warded skin, and 10 eye stalks coming off of its body. He floats a few feet above the ground and stares at you, and he says,
"You are in the presence of the great kingpin Silgar. Choose your next words wisely."
I bow. I look at everybody else.
Y'all's just like staring at him and wondering why he has bifocals instead of decafocals.
Cassia bows too. This feels
I slap you on the leg.
big.
Get down.
Lacan just says, hello. He's not gonna bow.
I don't like when they pauses like that.
said, "Choose your next words wisely."
We're bowing without saying anything. That was my choice.
I said hello.
Kadal just goes,
You guys.
I'm not taking him
No.
seriously. I'm
Cassia's very scared. That guy could just bloop, and she's gone. Just
Kadal has never seen something like this before, so he's just like, what the fuck am I looking at? Okay.
It is an alarming sight.
For what reason have you burdened me with your presence?
We were brought here as prisoners.
And quick above board question: what do any of us know about beholders right now?
I'd say I think it's pretty safe to assume that Kadal is just dumbfounded.
Yeah.
I'd say Lacan and Cassia could do insight rolls.
I feel like Kadal is. I'm sure Kadal has heard of what this is. He's just never seen one. He's like, until someone maybe gives him information of what this is.
What do you got?
Lacan's got 18. 18, Cassia? Oh my god, a butt
Nice.
high five!
So 18's good,
cute.
and Kadal, you probably wouldn't have even heard of these because Lacan and Cassia, in whether it's your research, your readings, beholders are a monster of almost myth. There's a decent amount of evidence that it may have existed at one point, but the most believed thing is these were evil monstrosities that were the last few remaining a long time ago were destroyed. Possibly when the sky fell.
What about me? Do I have any?
No.
So Luna and I are like, what the fuck?
Well, Luna is treating it as like big, dangerous animal.
Okay.
Assuming, she's seen like big bads in the glowwood of some kind. Like when you see a creature with this many eyes and that many teeth growling at you and it's big, you
Oh, yeah.
There's an instinctive level of like, I don't even know what this is, but holy shit.
Kadal's like, kind of more uncomfortable about it. Not entire. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Kadal wouldn't be like as afraid of it as more just like uncomfortable.
Sure.
Word.
And Lacan is aware of its monstrous legends and written history, but he's faced
You
with
assume these didn't
named
exist.
person with bifocals that I wouldn't want to assume he's monstrous just because monstrous things are written about them. I'm just going to
Well,
meet them as they are. Hello.
Oh, Cassia definitely thinks this is a monster, and I hope Kadal can feel her kind of shaking a little bit.
Is Cassia bowing? Or what's Cassia? Oh, okay. So Kadal's like looking around like, what the fuck? And sees Cassia like, oh. Okay. So
Prisoners, you say?
yeah. Yes.
From that lying sack of shit.
Do you have history?
Yeah, she sucks. Ew.
I didn't see.
Why are you really here?
Are you guys still just like kind of bowing and
Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm not like, I'm still bowed position, but I'm now looking up at him trying to glean whether like we should actually just ask for the information.
Yeah, Kadal's like in a half bow, so he's like not sure if he should fully bow yet. So he's like,
For what reason would you have liked us to come here?
None.
Is there a second best?
As corpses.
Sorry we didn't do either of those. Just hoping we can make the best out of it now, Your Highness.
Oh, you've done much worse than that.
Well, it's such an honor to meet a personage such as yourself. How could you blame us for wanting to bask in your presence?
You dare try to pull one over.
One what?
hey, Luna.
I assure you, Silgar, Kingpin, she's just like that. We wouldn't be here on our own volition if we didn't have to be. We'll be happy to get out of your hair. We're just looking for someone.
So you dare infiltrate my base of operations after interfering with several projects of mine, asking for a favor.
The con points to his chest and looks at the group. Like, is he talking about us? Do we several of his projects? Is it possible you've confused us with some other haphazard group of adventurers?
Oh no, I know exactly who I'm looking at. You interfered with a delivery.
As an eye stalk grabs a sheet of paper off the desk as he looks through his tiny little glasses at it. He says,
2 above artifacts that had already left the city and then returned to the Order Under just days out from completing a transaction and getting a person of interest killed before they can be brought in for questioning. You lot have been busy and a nuisance to my business.
To be fair, we didn't know it was your business. We didn't even know about you.
And it sounds like you haven't got the whole story if whoever told you is trying to scapegoat us as the reasons for those failures. Do we look capable of doing any of these things?
At that point, your conversation's interrupted as the doors fling open behind you, as you see a man in full armor point a sword toward the beholder as he calls out, "Release these prisoners as you shall release all those under your tyranny. For today, your reign ends by my hand. You took everything from me. And today I shall," and you watch as his armor dissolves and his flesh melts off of his bones. As a single beam from one of the beholder's eye stalks has reduced this man to a boiling pile of sludge and ashes. As he screams,
Meredith!
As a tiefling woman pokes her head in the room and says, "Yes, sir?"
When is my next opening?
"Only your lunch hour today."
Oh, fan-fucking-tastic. My 1 free hour. I have to spend it awkwardly watching cleaning crew clean up this mess. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I should offer to help or something. But I mean, that's just weird, right? It's weird. And it's their job, so I just kind of float here and avoid eye contact.
That must
It's
be
very difficult for me.
Yeah.
Me especially. You get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Fine.
That sounds hard.
I can't believe that guy put you in that position. Looking significantly at the puddle.
Inconsiderate.
From just seeing that whole thing happen, Kadal like face plants into the ground and bows like, oh fuck.
You know,
interruptions.
We could help you with that if you just wanted us to get rid of it right now and not deal with your cleaning crew. I made it more awkward, didn't I?
Kadal, face in the ground, just side eyes Lacan, like.
Is there a broom anywhere?
I think you're gonna need a mop.
A mop? I'm looking around.
You intend to eat it off the floor?
Well,
unless you brought supplies to help, I suggest you don't offer help for something you're not equipped to do.
Just expressing my willingness. We're amenable like that. Please don't melt us.
Kadal's doing a full plank on the ground.
I'm incapable of bowing to people. I don't. Anyway, I guess we should go then. If you don't need help with the cleanup, come on, guys.
Oh, you think you can just leave?
Yeah, the con just like stops like the one step and just turns around again. Like,
No,
it's worth a
you're
shot.
in here now.
I don't like here.
The con's kind of like poking Luna's knee and be like, "Come on, you talk to him."
Well,
I'm at the max of my charisma. That was it.
I was wondering because you said that we got that prisoner killed that you wanted for questioning. And it seemed like the person who was transporting that prisoner was the one that killed them. Was that not someone under your employ?
That was somebody looking for a job to fulfill.
Are you mad at them too?
Why would I be? They followed through with what I desired.
I thought you didn't.
You got them killed.
But, sir, Kadal like is facing down but standing up now. But sir, didn't that person pull the trigger? He like looks up at like.
I heard the story.
What story did you hear?
How you were given plenty of opportunity to let that individual walk away with their life.
How so?
I'm not here to ration out how you
I'm just wondering
have
if you
fucked with my plans.
I'm just curious if you trust that person implicitly. Like, are they a friend of yours? Do you believe everything they say?
They're an independent contractor.
But, are they someone you've worked with a lot? Like, do you trust them? Because that's not how I remember it. So I just was wondering if maybe they might be, blowing a little smoke your way.
Oh, you would come down here and start spouting lies that the Order Under probably fed you.
Kadal is thinking about and reliving the Jaw Ripper dying in his arms and this conversation, and he's getting frustrated now and kind of getting like that tunnel vision about her. So he looks up at Silgar and says, "Okay, so what do you want from us then? What do you want us to do about it now? They're dead. Do we owe you? Do you need us to how can we repay you then?"
I just remembered something. One moment.
Sure, take your time.
Meredith!
Yes, sir.
Did Emma get the care package? With the flowers and what have you?
Holy
Yes, sir.
Ah, good. Sorry, that just popped up.
God, I get it.
She's very, very pregnant.
That's so considerate of you.
Wow.
And, well, she works for us, and and she's human, so that's an entirely abhorrent thing. Like with
You're right. I've heard of that.
the bellies and the growing, dream up your kid, manifest it from thin air like the rest of us, But
right. How
anyway,
kind? That's so thoughtful of you to do something like that.
the cloakers are good to its employees.
I can see, Silgar, you really take care of your own here, don't you?
We do, and had intent to take better care of them until once again you interfered with the transaction. these artifacts were going to be exchanged for materials, precious metals used to forge currency that your society still desperately clings to.
Oh. You were gonna use...
Oh, you need money? Here. I pull out all my money.
No. You are going to manifest, to forge from this transaction would have been so much so that this new currency was going to hit your market and cause unfathomable inflation. And because of your interference, I've been forced to take part in a ritual so damning, so foul, a fate that I wouldn't even assign to the most damned of the damned.
What kind of ritual?
He slams a very, very thick folder on the desk and goes,
Rebalancing the books.
Lacan visually blanches.
I worked on this budget for years, and because of your little mission from your precious order under, I've had to pivot.
Well, who was it that was going to give you all that money? Because maybe we could go undo. We could go talk. We can be very persuasive.
As persuasive as you've been here?
Lacan's actually.
You did point out that we managed to foil all of your plans.
You know, Silgar, I feel like maybe we got off on the wrong foot, and...
He doesn't have feet.
I've no feet to get off on.
Figuratively, you know, me and my friends and I got off on the wrong foot.
Friends? You mean your troop mates? Your assigned family that the Order under paired you with?
Luna at that gets like specifically changes her posture and expression, and she goes, "It's not like that. We are a family."
Yeah, at this point, it's more like chosen family.
We are more important to each other than the Order under. Who even knows if we like the Order under?
Yeah, look, we're wearing scarves instead of the shawl because we don't want to be with the Emperor anymore.
Yeah. What she said.
The beholder kind of floats up higher and looks over the desk and looks at you, Cassia, and goes,
"Oh my God, there's 4 of you."
Damn it!
There's a missed opportunity
I could have snuck out with Meredith.
Holy shit.
Sorry,
I love her
I've
too.
been meaning to rearrange the rooms. Happens.
How many people how many beings are here right now? Is it just the 5 of us?
Yeah.
And
And
kind of
occasionally
Meredith's.
And the body.
Yeah. And the what's left of it.
Decorated.
Just for my headcanon, what does Meredith look like?
Like a amber skinned tiefling with black kind of shoulder length hair.
Like in a severe bob?
Yeah.
Like an assistant bob?
Mm-hmm.
Really cute
For sure.
blouse, tight skirt,
It's-
pumps.
Oh, for sure.
I've seen her.
Hell yeah.
Tail, absolutely.
Rachel's like, yeah.
Silgar,
See it now.
yo, way. Kadal's just like trying to figure this situation out. Is there a way we can make it up to you?
Do any of you have a background in documancy?
Kadal slowly turns to Lacan.
I turned to Cassia.
Kadal looks at Luna.
Because unless you can rebalance 2.5 years of budgeting to try and crash an entire economy within the next 20 minutes, I doubt it.
We can probably do that. I bet we can do that. We should take a look at it.
20 minutes might be hard, but I've cooked books for my father since I could read my numbers.
Yes, the Demonstrata.
You know them?
I know everything. You think your precious Order Under and Council run this city. I run these streets. Nothing happens without me knowing. Your government lives day by day trying to keep up with me.
You're so right. Here, let me, let us take that from you. Let us, here.
Sorry that they've been inconvenienced. Why don't we just take the book? There's 4 of us here, so we could share.
Do you like black pens or blue pens?
It's a great question.
Above board question. If Silgar is trading in above artifacts and my family has also traded in some of these artifacts as well, would there have been any history between the two?
It's a thought you have. Maybe.
Nothing my family's ever said, like, oh, old One Eye's back or anything.
Old 11 Eyes back.
It is also. Do we have, or did we drop off the artifacts?
I threw him across the desk at Basterfield.
So, second question to clarify: why is he mad at us? What was he doing?
Because we kept foiling his plans. He wanted
Artifacts.
He hired Indigo to get Jaw Ripper, and then blames us for Indigo killing Jaw Ripper because we could have just let her go and be questioned. And the artifacts that the bandits had, they were part of a shipment that we apparently foiled because the bandits were going to take them, but we took them.
Right.
Oh my god. Is Altho okay? He just handed us those.
Oh.
No.
So he's
Don't say his name.
He's mad because he needs the artifacts to exchange, to trade.
Yes, to someone who was going to give him all that money. So theoretically, if we can look in this book, we can find out who was going to finance the cloakers.
Yes. Could we use the... Okay.
So that's why I'm taking it off the desk, because if we just look in this, even if we can't manage to balance it, we can at least get really important information.
Hands off the books.
Oh.
Shit.
That
I
was
thought you wanted us to-
sarcasm.
Oh.
What was?
Me asking if you... You really think I believed in you to balance my perfect budget?
And it was fantastic sarcasm, sir.
I'm aware.
So you need the artifacts. You want the artifacts?
The artifacts, I assume at this point, are in the possession of the Order Under.
Well, what if we get them for you?
This time I side-eye Kadal.
The beholder side-eyes you with 11 eyes.
He turns his head.
You offer to betray your own military, to betray your very home.
Kadal is not used to making big decisions like this, so he's like, after seeing all 11, his head turned, and then all 11 eyes went. He's like, he slowly looks at Lacan like, please help me. Did I make the right choice, Lacan?
Aren't we already operating outside of the Underorder's orders? What's one more order? And then Lacan's going to look back at Kadal, who he imagines would be the most likely to protest any sort of deceptions to the Underorder.
Kadal's like, yes. Yeah, we can do that.
And Lacan looks back at Silgar and says, they're just trinkets. I don't know what drives men so mad about them, but in the closet at the office or here in your basement, it matters not to us where they end up. We've got much bigger things that we'd like to be allowed to leave to worry about.
Oh, I agree. I couldn't give two shits at what these things are or what they do, but the value is undeniable.
Their value to you, which is why we'd be happy to hand them over if we were able to collect them again. They have
And for
no
what
value.
reason do you have to persuade me that you're not just trying to get out of here?
Well, you have something I think we want to. Can we bring them to you in a trade?
Go on.
Lacan's gonna look around at the group again and like look at Luna and be like, "Am I doing this right now?"
You're on your own. This is your plan.
There's like a single tear for the fact that Kadal's continuing to betray the place that raised him. Like, fuck.
Basterfield, he can get whatever he needs there. Maybe he can give us the artifacts back, is what Lacan says to Kadal. And he says back to Silgar.
You do remember that he wants the artifacts in order to completely tank the entire economy of the world.
The fire of anarchy burns in my heart.
I don't even know what
But
economy
perhaps you can
means,
only
but
see that in my eyes because I won't say that out loud.
I say in your head,
I don't even know what economy means, but I just wanted to make sure you remembered.
Don't worry about it, kitten. You have something we want as well. Your inferior delivery boy who killed this informant so precious to you and who is entirely responsible for that lack
Arguably.
is someone that we would like to get better acquainted with. And if you could point us in his direction, I think we can arrange an artifact for you, perhaps two.
You speak of the unhallowed.
I believe I do. The contractor, you called him, not even worth dental to you?
I'm under the assumption that he doesn't need it. However, I may have means of getting in touch. Contact with the unhallowed in exchange for the artifacts. This is your proposal.
Do it.
At least one artifact, I think is what you said?
The artifact, the one artifact that we know about.
There are two.
Kadal looks at Lacan like,
And are all these artifacts of equivalent value to you?
The details of that transaction are irrelevant to you.
I just thought perhaps I could offer you something better or rarer to replace them, but if it's those you want, then we can go and fetch them.
better or rarer?
The transaction, the deal, was for the ones that you had sent back to the Order Under.
Then very well. Release us and we'll get those. And
Meredith! Draft up a contract.
Contracts.
That's going to take a few minutes, but we should have a boilerplate that will apply to this. Just needs to fill in some blanks.
Sure.
But in the meantime,
Do you like music?
Does he?
to Google something unrelated about beholders really quick.
I've been known to enjoy a tune, but We are doing business, and I find that distractions would not behoove the conversation.
We were just saying that the contract was going to take a little while, so I just thought I might,
Well, if you'd rather sing a little song than get the details of how you will be in touch with the one that you seek, then by all means.
No.
As I thought.
So
The Unhallowed is a bounty hunter. When there is a reward, he shows up.
what's the reward you're gonna put out?
The reward will be... Well, let's see here. What's the budget got?
I imagine him on an abacus.
With like a couple eye stalks.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like moving like a couple pieces around through his little glasses.
You hear him
Oh,
mumble.
let's see. We got this. Okay. Is there? Ah, yes. That'll do. 100 platinum.
The con's playing
Which is
cool.
about 1,000 gold.
What's the bounty? Kadal's kind of like, what if I got that bounty?
Oh, right. The target. Well, you want to meet him so bad. So he'll be coming for you. This is my offer.
And the terms of that bounty stipulate alive. Yes?
Well, unfortunately, we consistently put out dead or alive.
That's seems inefficient.
It also
Say
seems
what
like
you
you
may.
really
And that seems counter to your complaint about Jaw Ripper, which is why we're here. So,
We have
made
consistent branding to uphold.
That
The Cloakers have never put out an alive-only bounty.
Well, didn't you stipulate like preferably alive for Jaw Ripper?
Consistent branding is key to a successful business.
Luna went from like, I'm cowering in front of this like very scary animal to now she's like sitting cross-legged on the floor, kind of like playing, like fiddling with her toes and like bored and like mad.
this is the effects of capitalism on a person.
Okay. Well. Damn.
Then I regret that he is likely to find us. But
He is one of the best.
I can't really imagine another way.
If we
Okay.
get like a nice coffee meeting. Coffee meeting.
It's fine. It's
Door
fine.
opens. Here you are, sir.
Very well.
However, before you issue that, you'll allow us time to get back to the Order Under to fulfill our quest to you, yes?
You will be, once again, blindfolded and bound, escorted out. And then once you have left my office, I will give you 12 hours before I put the bounty out.
Okay.
How are we supposed to get you the artifacts?
That seems like something you had a plan for.
The alive us certainly do. However, if we're killed,
Doesn't seem like a super solid plan.
Best case scenario, my plan to rise up from the dregs as ruler of Reyna comes to fruition from total economic collapse. Worst case scenario, you all die.
and
And that's
you're
kind
out
of-
100 platinum for 4.
And you don't get to
corpses.
sell the artifacts that bring about the economic collapse. So, doesn't seem really like solid thinking.
That is a worst case, Luna. I agree.
Seems like you would want to protect your interests more.
Kadal just like sits next to Cassia, like, what have you? I don't even understand what they're talking about now. Cassia, you're completely muted, and I can't hear anything you're saying to me.
The verge of peeing her pants.
She's
Like, she can't believe anyone is talking back to this guy, but also has no better plan, so except to hold it in.
Kadal kind of like lays down next to her, like, can you get a load of this? What is even happening right now? I'm tired, and I'm hungry.
Cassia looks at the like pile of guts, and she's just like, "You're hungry right now?"
Cassia.
Khan's ear twitches and he just puts down a small little morsel next to you. And then he thinks, and then he puts a small morsel down next to Cassia.
Oh.
Me and Cassia are like the kids when the parents are talking. We're like, woo!
And now that I see it, I guess I could eat.
I don't have games on my phone, I'm sorry, but
He
don't want
he
screen
says
kids
to
anyway.
you. He says to you,
You truly are cadets of the Order Under, as they have surely give you undeserved confidence if you think I need you to pivot and reclaim this plan.
Okay. I mean, we were just trying to help, but that's fine. It's fine with us.
did you want one, by the way? I didn't mean to serve in front of you.
I'm fine. My
Very well.
lunch is soon.
Then I suppose we'd best get out of your hair.
Doesn't have hair. Don't be rude.
Kadal chokes a little.
Like, I immediately realizes this is a mistake. Figure of speech.
We have been roasting the hell out of him.
he extends an eye stalk and picks up a quill on the desk, signs the contract, and then this eye kind of slides it over to the other end of the desk.
I'm just imagining like the eye looking forward as it scoots it like.
Do we have a deal?
Do we all have to sign?
Yes.
Well, let me read it first.
I just need everyone to see that Nate is wearing an Ursula shirt and just said, "Do we have a deal?" as he put across the contract.
You knew where this was going. Can I read the contract first and just make sure it's exactly as discussed?
Yeah, sure. Make a. Let's call it. Man, I use insight for everything, but I mean, gotta be insight. Well,
An athletic
Ooh.
reading of the contract.
investigation, actually.
I got a 16.
Nice. Proficiency.
I've read a contract before.
Yeah,
I know
seems
some of these
straightforward.
words. And right here, you're sure the 2 artifacts and not of equivalent value artifacts? They must be the tentacle circle and the dice.
Correct.
Very well then. Lacan signs the contract. And it's like beautiful, just like sweeping like calligraphy. It was a shitty pen, but somehow it's just like a John Hancock of a
John Hancock.
demonstrata. The T comes back and crosses everything.
There's even like the quill has like a little broken piece, so there's some ink spray, but it comes right off the so it just amplifies the picture of the signature.
I don't know where you guys are gonna sign, but I just hand it off.
I thought only one of us had to sign it. I was letting
No,
you
everybody
sign for us.
signs.
Oh,
Me too. That's why I signed so big. I'm sorry.
I sign it. Luna. And then there's a spot for last name, so she puts from the Glowwood.
Cute.
Everyone else signs?
Oh, go on, Cassia.
No, Cassia signs. Like
Cool.
a
Has Kadal
kid.
had to sign anything before?
Probably. Military, et cetera, et cetera.
So it's just like Kadal. And then like puts like he like inks 3 of his nails and like does a little tink while he's eating his snack. Like
He says, I look forward to doing business with you.
As he extends 4 eye stalks to shake hands with.
Wait.
Kadal licks his
I give it a very firm handshake.
Mm-hmm.
It's unnerving as you shake this thing and there's an eye just looking back at you. It'll like blink.
Kadal licks his fingers like, all right, I hate this.
And that's where we'll stop.
I like him. I like him so much.
He's a beholder with little glasses.
Oh, what is not to love? But like,
Oh, and he takes care of his pregnant maternity leave employees.
and Meredith, she wouldn't
Meredith
be here.
seems happy. Yeah.
And also, before you were like, oh, his name is just the boss. And then all I could think of was like, the boss is on a roll.
Unfortunate.
And also, when you said that there were eyes everywhere, god damn it, you literally put it right in front of us. Right in front of us.
That's
I needed
crazy.
Oh, that was a
tell
hint.
you guys how many times during the last few days Nate would just giggle to himself as he was on his laptop, and I'd be like, "What?" And he'd be like, "Just D&D stuff."
Oh
Yeah,
my
I was
god.
planning this. I'm like, this is some of the stupidest shit I've ever like thought of for D&D. I'm so excited.
Oh my god.
I was so ready to do like taxes. Like,
I
my
have
guy's
no
built for this.
I
I
had
gotta
no
read you my
idea
resume.
where this was going. I was like, okay, are we about to fight him or are we going to join him?
No.
I was like, did I do a summer internship here? Like,
I was like, is Nate always going to put us in front of stuff that we absolutely could not fight? Like,
I know. Yeah. I was like, the last time I did anything like mindless, I got Jaw Ripper killed. So at first I'm like, "Oh," and then the more he was being like sweet and taking his time, I'm like, can we please? All right, I'm starting to get bored with these tax conversations. I don't know how to do taxes. I don't know what taxes are.
you became a different kind of scary. Like,
I know.
it was also artful. Like, I keep singing Nate's praises about this because, you know, he had our whole like training arc and everything that he built in for us. But like, maybe newer players wouldn't know how dangerous a beholder is. A beholder is like very, very dangerous. And so having someone come in and challenge him and him just melt them completely was like,
Yeah.
thank you for letting the newer players know that we can't fight this.
That was the sign for me too. I went, I see.
Yeah.
They're crazy, dude.
This is the tunnel all over again. I will not. I yield.
and we turn around and we go.
Bye. All right. Thank you all. Thank you, Nate.
Yeah, thank you, Nate.
Thank you.
Especially to Roll for Gravity, our amazing sponsor. If you haven't checked them out yet, what are you waiting for? They have all sorts of great tools for D&D, for finding community, for scheduling games, for being a professional DM, all sorts of great stuff there, and they have been so supportive of us. So please go check out roll4gravity.com and let them know we sent you and that we appreciate them. And I also want to thank everyone who has supported us during the show today, whether that's through Twitch membership or YouTube membership or super chats or tip jars or just being here and helping us. The financial support helps us with our business goals, but the community support helps us have a really good time, and that makes us be able to continue. And the fan art helps inspire us to make the stories. So everyone here is appreciated, but thank you especially at this moment to those financial supporters.
Cannot wait to see art of a beholder with tiny little glasses.
Yeah, and Meredith.
Mhm.
Also, the chaos of that guy just coming in the middle of this, being like, "I'll avenge." I was like, "What the?" And then seeing that beam, like, "What is happening?"
Yeah,
I didn't expect that.
That's
I feel a little like tense still. Like, that was scary.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Actually, sorry.
do-
Can I just share a cool
Yeah.
character thing that happened?
Yeah.
I like for the first time, I feel like I had like a full like in-body Cassia moment where like literally shivered down my spine when I saw that picture. I was like, he's gonna just eat her. Like that's it. Like bye bye. It was so visceral.
They're scary, dude.
Yeah, it was really
That's why they're
scary.
like the main bads of D&D.
Yeah, sorry to
was-
interrupt you, Anna.
Oh
I
no,
had-
that's fine.
Oh.
Well, to that Cassia situation, I had a moment where like my adrenaline peaked. I always have this problem where like whenever my adrenaline peaks, I crash afterwards. And after the laser dude, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then I just started getting like overwhelmed, tired from the peak of adrenaline.
That was happening to me.
It was so real for Cadalda. Like you're like, I'm so obviously dead that every minute I'm alive, I'm just exhausted with terror. So
Brain dead, like, all right, now fucking what happens, man?
well, it's a little late in the after to be still gaming, but I do want to say that after we signed the contract, I did leave a snack on the beholder's desk, and I did tell him just in case he's hungry later.
Aw.
Hey,
So
I don't know if he's gonna
How
like
nice
it. I
of
hope I
you.
made it good.
Oh my god, Lacan was so slick this episode.
I don't know. He's a little scared. I think he realized like the value of Luna running all the conversations because before he'd like just kind of be there smirking and like, look at this crazy lady talking about stuff. And now he's like, that is so valuable. Please speak, Luna.
The beholder did not like anything Luna had to say, not a single thing. So it was on you.
I'm noticing that whenever Jaw Ripper comes up, Kadal starts losing his temper, kind of like in a, okay, we just need to get to business. And so that's when he mentioned what do you want from us? Mm-hmm. But then instantly, I don't remember what I said, but I looked at Lacan like, I don't know what came over me. I'm sorry.
amazing.
I like the bros.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you, Neve, for all the adventures. We're having such a good time.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all for playing.
Your brain.
Does anyone have anything they want to shout out to point eyes to this upcoming week?
Eyes.
Brawl Stars Championship. We'll have more coverage this weekend at all sorts of crazy times. I think we're doing NA and there's a North one and SA. South America. I don't know. Follow me on socials. I'll post about it. See you there. Hey, somebody else take it. Anna, what's up?
I don't have anything you can watch. I just have a big audition this week.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Musical theater. So send me all the good musical theater vibes, please.
Ooh.
Anyone else? Christina?
Yeah. I'm always talking about my Substack, but we're gonna be starting something new there, which is we're gonna be doing my book together, which I'm really, really excited about. It's still just in the planning week and we'll probably start the week after. But if you want to go over there, cryingiscool.substack.com and let me know kind of like what times of day work for you. Substack has like a new live video thing that I think will be a really good tool for that. And I'm really excited and nervous and gonna be oversharing a lot. And it's good because I don't have a therapist right now, so I'm letting you guys do it. What?
I think that's so cool,
What are you
Christine.
talking about?
I saw you post about that because it's a workbook that's great for supporting mental health, and I think it's got like different things to fill out, and some people are getting stuck on stuff, so you're gonna do it together,
Yeah.
like chapter. Oh, that's awesome!
Oh my god, that was like the best host. I just felt you host me, and it was like being touched by an angel. Oh, thanks, Rachel.
That's a pro host right there. For sure.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Christina,
I just saw your post and I thought it was awesome.
If people
Okay.
want to follow along, Christina, and they want to get a copy of your workbook for themselves so they can follow along, where would they get that?
You can get a copy on Amazon, but if you're not feeling Amazon, I think you can still get it at Barnes and Noble, or you could ask your local bookstore to order it, because they'll know how to do that, which is cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
And you
which
can also
I
follow me
did,
on Instagram
and it was
if you want.
awesome.
It was so cool. Yeah, it was so cool. Oh, thanks, guys.
Did you have something, Bo?
No, but if yeah, no,
Okay. Nate,
We
you-
have all that great music up, so we'll go listen to that later.
got some music. Yeah, we got music. So if you listen to music and have an app that listens to music, you can find me on there at Bo Bascoro.
It is all the apps.
Yeah, the apps.
Nate?
Nah.
Cool. All right, don't forget to follow us at StonesThrow RPG on social media. Don't forget to join the Discord and chat about this episode or share any ideas, theories, stories, fan art, or anything else that you want to share, including pictures of your pets or memes. We also have a subreddit if you prefer to hang out there and don't want to join the Discord. And we will be back again next week. This was episode 7, and we will be back with episode 8 next week. So we hope we will see you there. Until then, farewell.